Hey Virgos, welcome to my platform. This is for Virgos, October 2019, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also, if you have Virgo and Uranus, Neptune, or Chiron. So I'd like to welcome you all to my platform. I am Divine Spiritual. I chose that because my higher self channels with the divine and allows me to give people messages. Um, I don't have to use the cards, but I do like to use the cards as a tool, especially when I'm doing a collective. I also do personal readings as well. Um, if you like a personal reading, you can contact me at spiritualdivine22@gmail.com. I use cards as a tool when I do personal readings, but I also get a lot more spiritual information more than anything. And they come out while I read the cards. Um, or I should say the messages come out. I can also be followed on Facebook at Spiritual Divine 22, and the name of the page is um, Spiritual. I'm sorry, Divine Spiritual Energy Reading. I have I get confused because you can follow me on Instagram at Divine Spiritual 22 and on Twitter Spiritual Divine 22. Okay, so now that all of that is out the way, I tried something new to get into your energy. So what I did was draw just a little bit of information using a couple different decks, and I'm going to tell you what I got. So we'll see how this, well, first, I'm getting ahead of myself. First, at the end, I'm going to do which angels want you to know or work on. This one says trustworthy guidance. Your monthly oracle card says fire passion. I'm going to read about that. What the divine wants you to know or would like for you to work on. Embrace your power. I'm going to read about that. And your monthly affirmation is purification, water, emotional cleansing, rejuvenation. This is your monthly affirmation card. And we're going to read your affirmation now. So your affirmation is I will, I allow all resolved feelings to surface. I give thanks for the healing that is taking place. I am emotionally cleansed. I am free of emotional baggage. I release all that no longer serves me. Mm. And so it is. Ashe. So, like I said, I used three different decks. Yep, three. Pull 5 cards from each just to give me a scenario of your situation. And I'm just putting them back in order so that I can show you what's going on. So, some of you felt kind of weak. Um, is due to maybe a loss of love, or you have a loss of love as well. You're guarding your emotions. You have fears now when it comes to love. Some of you have jealousy, envy people around you, maybe some secrecy, but definitely some jealousy about you, okay, around you. But you will have the strength to go through everything I just said, okay? So we're going to see if that comes up in the Celtic Cross. I'm going to use that. Now, I also see that some of you feel that things were not going your way. You felt things were not being fair. Something in your life you felt was not right. Or this can also mean that um, some news that you're getting specifically geared towards like government, state, some type of government letter did not go your way. It made you feel weak. You didn't have like, you're just like, what, you know, after those situations. Then you felt like you were failing. You felt like you were failing because you felt so weak, of course. Um, you're still feeling weak, like you have no belief. You still don't have the strength. But I have good news for you. At the end of that, this will take place. Okay? If you're not already here, or if this is not already happening, or already happened, or it could be happening to you now. Any of the three situations I just said. Okay, so now let's get down. So I have a spread down already, and then I'm going to use a second deck to clarify what's down here, and I'm going to use Celtic Cross. So presently, I see that some of you are taking initiative and asking others for help. You're not being prideful at all. You're all into your job. Um, but for some reason, you still feel or you are weighed down by too many possibilities or responsibilities, maybe taking on other people's like bullshit. Um, for some of the things that people might not be aware of, or something that could be blocking you, is that you're not. Some of you are not taking wise action, or you feel like you're not. Some of you are like not being kind to others. You're real blunt. You're real um, to the point, right? Sharp on the tongue, and but you are, and you're also not paying things like attention in detail. Um, some people would say, or you may feel like you don't feel protected. Some of you don't feel protected. Some of you feel like you're with someone who's not dependable as well. Yeah. Okay, so moving on. Possibly 2 to 3 years ago, some of you um did not open yourself to love. You wasn't trying to be in a relationship tapped down. Um, a tower moment came and you just let it go. You were like, not me, not right now, not ready. So therefore, you had like um a spiritual delay, like 2 years ago. Like you seen the signs and you knew that you kind of like were awakening, but you didn't You didn't take the awakening or the tower when it came. You decided not to. So about 3 to 6 weeks ago, or maybe this could also be something around you now, is that someone's not being truthful. Someone is someone's withholding information from you. So yeah, definitely not speaking the truth. Um, so yeah, we're definitely gonna see what that's about because I don't know, I'm not sure. But anyway, um, so like maybe 3 to 6 months ago, or in the present, or this could also be what has brought you to your present, how you are now. Um, you're communicating clearly with people, like people understand where you're coming from when you talk to them, kind of thing. Um, and some of you have creative ideas, but they're not being implemented right now, either by yourself or something is holding it back. Something has it on the back burner. Um, maybe about I want to say about 2 to 3 months ago, some of you had some fears. You weren't sleeping at night. Um, it's like you were focused on maybe it was a relationship or work, but you were focusing on why it's going wrong or what went wrong. And some of you are, or some people see you, or no, or someone's around you that's unemotional. But they do have knowledge. Um, they give you advice. This person is also, or this is you, possibly speaking in public. And, but yeah, you or someone around you is definitely unemotional. I also see that some of you are currently in hermit mode, which means you're spending a lot of time alone and possibly resting. I also see that some of you have hopes. I also see that some of you have, um, I'm sorry. So some of you are in a hermit mode, and this is how you see yourself, or you need to rest. Excuse me. And your current environment right now is that some of you are a high priest or high priestess. And so right now, with the spread that I have, overall majority of you or not being respectful, or someone around you is not being respectful, you don't feel beautiful, or someone around you is not making you feel beautiful, and you feel like your dreams are not coming true. So now we're going to get some clarification on these cards down here. Now, for those of you that I said, what you're unaware of, or could also possibly be a block, is that someone around you you don't feel protected. You or someone around you is not dependable. And this could be pertaining to you, Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. I want to find out what that's about. So this is for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. October 2019. Also, if you have Virgo and Uranus, Neptune, or Chiron, they're currently in retrograde. Okay, so for those of you who don't feel protected, you or someone around you not dependable. So you or someone is not making wise decisions. Well, this is due to a job. It's due to finances. Patience was needed, and patience didn't take place. This was kind of, yeah, it's definitely to your finances. So you don't feel that would, yeah, finances would definitely make you feel not protected. If you feel like, you feel like you don't have enough money. Your block is you feel like you don't have enough money. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay. So and if you have questions or anything that I'm saying right now, or if you feel that anything is pertaining to you right now, again, for a personal reading, it is spiritualdivine22@gmail.com. Now, for those that for you, I said that 2, 3 years ago that you stopped giving up on love. You had like due to that, you had opportunity to expand and go into the divine and expand your higher self and um, allow your transformations, your tower to come in, and you didn't. And then this could also be you, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. See if there's any more information on that card. Come on, Virgo. October 2019. Way too many cards just now. Okay, you're taking your time. Why is Faces Summer Syrup upside down, please? Please bear with me. Why do you keep making all these cards? Okay. October 2019. That and so money has something to do with it. Took a loss of money or something. And again, this is 2 to 3 years ago. And then you became like unemotional. Yeah, you became like real shut down, like a real, if you will, asshole. And this is definitely pertaining to you, Virgo, or Taurus, Capricorn. Can also be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. For those of you, I said that 3 to 6 weeks ago, you possibly felt like someone was not being truthful or you're not being truthful. Um, Also, that people, this also said pertains that to people who um, 3 to 6 weeks ago felt like you were or you felt like someone was holding, definitely untruthful, like holding a secret from you. So, yeah. And this could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. That this person felt this way towards you, or you felt this way towards that person. So this is definitely you, Virgo. Um, you definitely know who you can and can't trust because you're a high priestess. You already know. So it's not only do you feel it like you just know it. It is what it is. And you're definitely a high priest or a high priestess, excuse me, because you have it like twofold. So I know you are. I know you're a high priest or a high priestess. You know you are too. Um, so 3 to 6, but maybe about 3 to 6 months ago, someone or some of you, well, we don't need to get into that together. Well, we can. You didn't communicate clearly. Oh, yes, you did. And you communicate accurately. Yeah, so I feel that's a good card. The one I want to look at is your fears. What are you afraid of? That was quick. Someone around you is you're afraid. So Virgo, you or someone around you is like definitely jealous, definitely envy. You're afraid of making changes in your life. You're afraid of change. Um, you're also feeling weak. Yeah, you're feeling very weak. It's like you have a um, nonchalant attitude is what I'm getting. Um, yeah, you're very nonchalant. Um, hmm. You felt weighed down. It was like you had a choice to make, but you feel like this was this was personal. You feel like you made a mistake. And maybe the fear was there at the beginning of this situation, but you feel like you made a mistake with a person personally. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so for those that I said, majority of you are um, you feel that you're not being respected or you're being disrespectful. Um, this is allowing you to feel not beautiful at all. You feel like your dreams are not coming true, like you're not seeing, you're not, you're not so hot. You don't, you don't, you don't feel so hot. So the reason why you're feeling this way is because you need to, yeah, you got it twice. You need to go into the hermit mode. You need to rest. You need to have some alone time. You need to tell, whoever, I need some alone time. It's time for me. I need downtime, right? But what also was causing you to act or feel that way. In addition to that, you feel that you're around someone stubborn. Um, you feel like you're around someone who puts their needs first. They also change jobs quickly. Like um, every 2 to 3 months they have a new job. I know someone like that. That really happens. Um, you're also around or could be around someone who has erratic mood swings. Like one day, it's like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. They also blame others for their fault. So I guess this person is just full of freaking excuses, right? But anyway, at the end of the day, to shut both situations down, you need to go into hermit mode. You need some alone time. I've already told you and showed you um, your high priest is here twice. You also got your strength card upside down twice. So go into the hermit mode. Go into the hermit mode. Yep, definitely go into the hermit mode. Yeah, the high priest is here again, but the high priest, high priestess, but it's upside down. But this is the third one, and the other two were right up. So definitely are a high priest, high priestess. Okay, so we'll be done with that. Second there. Let's see here. What do you want to read about first? Okay, what your angels want you to know or work on is trustworthy guidance. You've received a wonderful idea as an answer to your prayers. This idea is real and trustworthy. You can safely move forward with it, knowing that we are with you every step of the way. Ask for and be open to receiving our support for anything that you need related to this idea. There. It's clear time. I hope that's better. Okay. Now we're going to find out what the divine wants you to know and to work on if you choose. Embrace your power. Give me a minute to look that up, please. Okay. Embrace your power. Your divine energy is calling you to elevate your personal power to a much higher level by taking responsibility for your choices and recognize that they are the means by which you create your life. In other words, poor choices lead to poor creations, while good choices lead to good creations. No expectations. Pay attention to present choices and allow your divine energy to be the driving force behind them. Hermit mode. Your divine invitation evaluates your previous choices without judgment. Which of your past decisions have worked in your favor, and which ones have not? Most important, what are you choosing today? Now is the time to be honest. Start making choices that express your divine nature and serve your true soul intentions. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, and lastly is your monthly oracle. Um, okay, so fire passion. What are your passions? What turns you on? What ignites that inner flame, that creative spark? When you feel devoid of passion, consider what is missing in your life. It is most likely an absence of fire in your belly, something that makes your heart beat faster and quickens. Your breathing and quickens your breathing. Passion is not something that comes from outside of you, although some events and circumstances can trigger it. It is an intensity of feelings, whether quietly experienced or happily expressed with excitement. Passion can simply be a strong feeling, or the sensation itself can be so powerful that it motivates you to act. This is too often associated exclusively with sex, which is certainly one way of experiencing it. Yet it limits its meaning and demeans the broader possibilities. Open yourself to the truth of what you are passionate about and find a means to express it. And I am confident that after you go through your hermit mode, and since you're a high priest, high priestess, you do know what a hermit mode is. But for those of you who don't, again, I will let you know it's when you need to just kind of like take some alone time. You need to rest. You need to focus on you. You need to let others know around you that you're not being rude, but you really need to shut them out. You really need to, um, for however long divine says, you really need to do this. It's time. If you've done it before, then you already know what it is. Okay, so hermit mode, please. So the sun can shine down on you, and you can have the strength. No more fears, no more worries, no concerns. You'll know what to do with them. Hermit mode. Thank you for your time, everyone. I really do appreciate you. I do. Divine love, light, peace, and energy. See you next month.